is too is like I go back in my head and I'm like I regret a lot. I totally do, but I'm like so thankful for the lessons I learned there. You know what I mean? Like I say this all the time. I live two lives, and I think that's a really cool thing for me to say because like I could like really really relate to both aspects. You know?
Yeah, and also teach and talk about it because I can only talk about one part because I haven't lived that one, but you came from both and you know which one is worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and the thing is too is I know that I mean especially anybody that's like really trapped in we say like substance abuse or even just in a battle of your ego of you know it being in you being in the way of yourself all the time like those things you got to look at in detail and typically your body or something is telling you inside you're doing the wrong thing. Like I go back to those moments a lot, man, and like especially that moment in the mirror like my body was telling me for years that like you're messing up, stop doing this. I feel it. It's like a subconscious type thing. Like we know it. Like all alcoholics know it. All drug addicts know it. Anybody that's really going in the wrong direction, there's something inside you telling you you're not going in the right direction, you know? And that could be you just simply not being happy. You know, it could even be that. And if we focused on that stuff like more deeply in those feelings, I think that we could like avoid a lot of hardship, you know, in the future.
Yeah, because that intuition is real. Like your mind or body speaking towards yourself, that is not fake. That is real.
Yeah, it sure is, man. Like that intuition is, I don't know why we ignore it so much, but like, because we feel like it's fake or something, because we really can't explain it. But whenever I listen to my gut feeling, it like 9 times out of 10 puts me in the right direction.
So true. I like to see it as like a sense. We have it, but we don't call it a sense. Like we have five senses, but I think we have 100 senses, but we don't have names for them because we cannot investigate them or research them. But I think there are more senses, and that's kind of like your gut feeling is one of them, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think they said, man, I can't remember where I heard this. I think Graham Hancock said it, that we have 356 senses. I was like, what? I only know five. So that's news to me, man. It's a lot more than I thought.
But we cannot,
And it,
don't have a word for that, you know? So we don't call it a sense. It's such a weird thing.
yeah, and that's, I don't know, like, I think I get a little frustrated with that because, like, I think of, like, Wim Hof, and I love it how he always says it, but he's always like, how can you tell me how I feel? And I'm the same way, man. Like, there's times where, like, the answers come to me, and, like, I cannot describe to you why I know. I just know, you know? And I'm going to go with that, and, like, I'll gladly admit it if I'm wrong, but like I say, like 9 times out of 10, like if I got this like gut feeling of like go this way, not that way, it's usually right.
Yeah, you know it like to the bone. Like if
Yeah.
you keep digging, you gonna end up with the right answer for yourself.
Yeah, they say, I think there's a saying out there too of like the reason why women typically live longer than men is because they listen to their intuition. So like men would typically like fucking run off a cliff, you know, and try to jump into an ocean, and women are like, "You're gonna die if you do that." And my intuition's telling me that, and so like, I mean, that's a kind of horrible example,
Yeah.
but like something like that.
It reminded me of a video. It was so funny. It was like why women live longer, and then you saw like a guy on a ladder, like balancing on one point to hang his painting up. Right? It was like,
Yeah.
dude, you're gonna get messed up.